Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and today we are taking a look at Iron Man from the Walmart Exclusive Avengers movie series line of figures. This is going to be the last one that I'm going to review for a while, as I don't have Hulk or Hawkeye or Loki. I'm not planning on picking up Loki. I definitely would like to get a Hulk, at least to have the four main Avengers. If I can come across a Hawkeye, I would like to try and pick him up as well. I think I just waited too long to try and pick these up. I kept telling myself I wasn't going to because I was just buying so many DC figures, but I really kind of regretted not picking these up when they initially came out. The price is a little bit higher than some of the DC figures, so I kind of talked myself out of it. But here I am a little while later, now buying 3 of the Avengers. So the box is pretty much the same, but the cool thing that Hasbro has done here, they changed the lineup as you buy the figures. They appear in different orders, which I've always thought was kind of cool, just to kind of at least change the package up a little bit. The other figures in the wave, if we can zoom in here, we have Captain America. They list Hawkeye as Marvel's Hawkeye. I wonder if it's for rights to the character's name, if they had to put Marvel there. But then we have the Hulk, Thor, and Loki. And of course this is Iron Man, and as he appears in the movie, a really good looking figure. And just after having gotten him out of the package, I think he's probably my favorite, as I shake the camera here quite a bit. We'll get a look at the bio here. It says Tony Stark has never been much of a team player, but that's only because no one he's ever met has been his equal. Working side by side with the Avengers, he has found a team of people who can hold their own both in science and sheer power with the invincible Iron Man. It's a new experience to not be the most commanding or intelligent person in the room, but he's pretty sure his billions of dollars and collection of state-of-the-art weapons are more than make up for it. Excuse me. And you can go to visit hasbro.com/Avengers, and it says ask parent before going online. And brought to you by Marvel.com, and brought to you by the wonderful people at Hasbro. And I have not bought a Hasbro action figure or toy in quite some time, so it's been many years since I have not bought only Kenner or Mattel recently. And there is Tony Stark, Iron Man himself. Get some light on. And I was kind of talking about the base in Captain America and Thor's review that I had said, boy, I wish they would have turned this A around and put it on a different direction. And that I said their feet kind of overhang off the base. Well, Rob, you knucklehead, just turn the base this way, and they fit much better, as they do peg on the back of their feet. And guess what? Their feet won't hang over as much. Ta-da! But I noticed right away when I got Iron Man out of his package that he feels like a more solid figure than what Captain America did and what Thor did. Especially Thor. I don't have any loose joints or anything on Iron Man at all. Now, I do not know if they made a Walmart exclusive. I don't remember even seeing one. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. If they made a Walmart exclusive, a 6-inch figure of Iron Man, either from 1 or 2. So I don't know if an Iron Man 2 that this was, that they had this version and then they did like a battle damage version. But that appears what they have done with this particular Iron Man. As you can see, some good paint work. The detailing in the armor, as he's been in a fight, you can kind of see some of the scratches, the black up around the shoulders, his gauntlets, his hand right there, and his leg. So I think it's kind of cool that we have a little bit of a battle damage Iron Man. And none of that really continues on the back as they did just the front. But just the detail work in this is really pretty cool. You can kind of see all of the mechanical parts of the suit. Even the pivot points in the leg are like these servos. So rather than just do, they could have chinsed out and just put, red plastic right here, but you can actually see, if I can get zoomed in, maybe, you can actually see the servos in the joints. So I think that's really pretty cool. I think these are like from the Marvel Selects in the way the figures bend and move. I need to adjust the camera ever so slightly. So they do have this, I would consider it a weird articulation point, I think only because I'm so used to the DC UC figures having their ab crunch right in here. But you can get like a nice rotation out of pretty much all of the figures. He doesn't have the weird, what I would consider weird hip sockets that Thor does, and I really, in my review of Thor, could not get that to move properly. Of course, my Thor had a loose joint here, but all the joints on Iron Man are really tight. His foot can go up and down and rotate, what I would appear would rotate 360, but the parts of the boot are stopping it from moving, but that's fine. And I like the little shoulder pads right here. Kind of reminds me of Ra's al Ghul from DC Collectibles, Arkham City. So you can get the arm up if you want, and has like a little bit of a flap, which kind of looks a little funny, but hey, that's fine. So get him up on his base here. I really wish I would have talked myself into buying these figures, or at least have picked up the Hulk initially. As I think the Hulk might have been my favorite part of the Avengers. And some people would say that the Avengers is almost Iron Man 2.0, or 2.5 with Avengers cast members. But I still think it was evenly paced. Everybody had pretty good amount of screen time. I definitely like Captain America a lot better in his updated uniform. Some people don't, but I think it works really well. So we'll bring up the other Avengers that I have and actually get their bases connected together. Which I think that's a really cool feature, that you can interlock these bases together, and something tells me I may not be able to get Captain America exactly up here. Actually, I think I did pretty good with that. So you can get the bases in quite a few different poses. If I had, I probably would have the Incredible Hulk in the back, as he would be the tallest. But, we could get Hawkeye in over here, or move Iron Man into this position and put Hawkeye. Or now I'm also planning on picking up Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man, as it is also a Walmart exclusive. Comes with the same base. Hasbro made it. And I think he'll just look good standing with the Avengers and just being part of my Marvel wall. Now, I've also made mention that I do have the Toy Biz Daredevil, or Ben Affleck Daredevil. Whether you like the movie or not, this is one of the few Marvel Legend figures that I have. So I definitely at least want to put him with my Marvel heroes. And I think he looks pretty good. I know it's a different company, but if I get him upset, he's on his base, his window right there. I think he'll fit in very well with the figures that I have, as these are the only 6-inch, 7-inch figures from Marvel that I have, so I think he'll work just fine. So like I said, this is going to do it for my Hasbro, Walmart, more importantly Marvel review, as I don't do hardly any, actually I haven't done any Marvel things since I started this channel. So I do like the Marvel Heroes a lot. It's just something I didn't put a lot of money into. I was trying to streamline my collection, but I definitely wanted to hop on the bandwagon. I think these are good figures. If you're kind of on the fence about them, I'd go pick them up while you still can. I'm probably going to have to break down and pick up the Incredible Hulk on eBay. I definitely want to pick up the Incredible Hulk, so at least I can have the main 4. And we'll see what happens with Hawkeye. So possibly the next one that you'll see, probably the next week or so, will be Spider-Man. And then I'll bring Spider-Man and everybody out of the Marvel figures that I have. So today, we've been taking a look at Iron Man here. I think he's a really good figure. Probably the more solid figure of the wave so far. I think maybe just because of how Iron Man is and how they had to sculpt him. He didn't suffer from some of the weaker articulation points that Thor definitely did. And Captain America is still really good, but so far I think Iron Man has been my favorite figure. So that'll do it for today. As always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogue signing off saying we will see you guys next time.